Okay. As per usual, I have hit the stream button and I am not ready to stream, but I will be shortly. One of these days I'll have a stream starting soon thing. One day. Okay, so minor annoying thing I'm experiencing right now, just as something to talk about while I get ready to go. So like, I bit the edge of my tongue like last week or something. It took an annoyingly long time to clear up. And I'm annoyed because right as it cleared up, like right as it finished healing and I started to feel better, I accidentally bit the very tip of my tongue. Anyway, so talking is pain and has been for like a couple days, for like a couple weeks. Like about a week and a bit now. And that sucks. Would really love it if that would stop being the case, but alas, here we are. Anyway, almost ready. Just gotta plug my phone in. Oh, and make it so I can see chat more easily. Well, it is technically right now somewhere on my screen. It's not where I like to have it, so let me fix that. And there we go. Or 21 hours, apparently. Honestly feels like more, but I trust the game. Once I finish this, I might jump right into Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core Reunion just because I really want to play it. Anyway, next is going to be Pixies, I think. Pixies, and if I can, some ghosts. Yeah. Yeah, Pixies, and then Brownies. We'll, of course, continue to grab whatever's on our path, you know what I mean? Like... Might as well. I don't have very many of them. No reason not to grab them, right? I mean, there are in fact lots of reasons not to grab them, but shush. The main one being, but why though? Also, 69 Pixies. Nice. Anyway, I have no idea where the best place to get Pixies is. So we're just kind of walking around at the moment. And hoping that one day soon we get to some Pixies. Like, you know, we're catching them on the occasional. Yeah, get down there. Oh, darn it. Oh, okay, both of you get in there. Come on, there you go. At least we're almost done with Pixies. The only two that I think will really like take a while are the only ones I'm really like thinking will take really any significant length of time are oh, nice. Are the goodie bags and ghosts. Everything else I feel like I have a pretty good handle on where I can go to get a bunch of them. You know? Mileage may vary between them, but I feel like I've got a pretty good idea of where to go for the others. I'm gonna work on them. I'm gonna look at the map for a while until I find the place that I think gives me the best amount of pixies. I don't know why I have these on my head. Aren't there a bunch of pixies up here? Yeah. I thought I vaguely remembered that being the case. A bunch being 2. But, you know, all things are relative, right? Right. There we go. Okay. We continue on our merry way. Getting... I don't know why I bothered firing myself across here. It's just a... we'll say I just really wanted that. Yeah. Yeah. I don't have any reason to want one of those, but we'll say that's what it was. Okay, so there's 2 pixies there, but there's nothing else nearby that I want to get. Grab that while I'm here. Because, you know, I do still need these. There's nowhere else that... Yeah, there's nowhere else that makes sense to look down here. Want to make sure. Yeah, if we see any ghosts, they're really high priority to make sure we get. Got him. Unfortunately, no goodie bag, but you know, can't always get what you want. There we go. I'm full on chests, so there's no reason to grab those. Get that pixie though. I'm not full on these, so I might as well. So that way, if one day I decide that I do in fact want to be truly insane and max out on every maxable item, I'm a little bit closer. I hope I never reach that level of insanity, but it wouldn't be the first time that I've decided to do something utterly insane in a video game. Grab you. Fortunately, I can't send their hammer back with them, and that's kind of sad when you think about it. But you know, I can't do much about it. That's blame the game, not me. Hate the game, not the player, or something like that. How did I not get that? What? I hope your throat stops being in pain, because that sounds sucky. Do. Yeah, exactly. And wait, no, I don't think I want to agree to that, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think maybe I don't want to agree to that one. Hey, stop that. Oh, these are actual chests? Yeah, okay. Thought so, but figured I would double check. Ghosty goo. Please, Pixie, stop. Both of you get sent back now. That's right, Cactoball. I have defeated you. For no apparent reason. Oh, there's a... Ow. So I rather like this screen. It gives me things that I want. It gives me both some pixies. It gives me 2 pixies and a ghost. And the screen below it gives me, and then the screen above it gives brownies. Yeah, this is where I want to be. One direction gives brownies. The middle gives pixies and ghosts. Like, this is the side we want. We want to be in this vicinity. Oh, there's even one of these up here. Awesome. Beautiful, even. We can even stock up on some extra rock. I forgot they don't bounce off walls. Stood there expecting it to bounce back to me, and that's just not how those work. Why are you making desserts out of something you don't like? I feel like that's a pertinent question at this moment. No, it's not a pertinent question. I mean, okay. Fair enough. Gotta get over here and get that ghost while it's still nighttime. Okay, got the ghost. Ghost successfully obtained. Didn't need that Cactoball, but grabbing it like that was funny, so I did it anyway. Okay, now we go down here, ignore you. We're really only here for whichever of these happen to be mimics, which today is surprisingly none, which is just unfortunate for us. Really, we are not winning. This relative lack of mimic is very unfortunate for us, but it's fine. We'll head back up here. Still got a ghost. I really thought that would... Oh no! They killed the ghost! Gosh darn pixies! How could they? They killed one of their own. I'll go save these pixies from being squished. There we go. Send them all back. Doing pretty good on pixie numbers, actually. This ghost doesn't spawn during the day. Come on. Throw the Cactoball. That way I can capture you. We're almost done with pixies, which is nice. We're still going to stay in this area because we can still get continue to get the brownies and mimics here. I resent many things about what just happened there. Okay. I'd like to point out I hit it. Like, I should have been the winner in that confrontation. But the game had to be like, no, it's a tie. No, it wasn't. Shut up, game. It wasn't a tie. I was the winner. You just didn't want to admit it. Might as well send these back. They're right here. It gives me something to do while I wait for things to respawn, which would be more important in a second here. I don't even think I want to know how that Mimic got on there. We're just going to accept that it did and move on with our lives. You know, the answer is probably that a Pixie threw it on. Like, a Pixie threw it and that somehow resulted in it being on there. That's almost certainly the answer. This poor brownie, lost and alone. Some mistakes were made. Anyway, Dragon Quest IV Flashbacks was the name of the Pixie achievement. Yeah. I'll get a new hammer once it gets back to Slimania. It'll be good as new. Why are two of them right next to each other? How did this happen? I didn't know this could happen. Anyway, don't need pixies anymore. Oh, will ghosts appear now? Not yet. Okay. Okay, let's go return these two mimics. Still no ghosts. Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. Death perception's hard sometimes. Okay, that's not a mimic. There's gotta be someplace better for ghosts, though. Like right now, I'm mainly doing this because it's this spot, because it's also good for mimics. Like it's good for a couple of different things that I'm trying to get. But like, there's gotta be somewhere better for ghosts, right? Please. Oh wait, we're in nighttime now. Okay, throw you back. Throw you back. Don't really need to send more of those back, but I'm going to because I just want them to not interfere. We'll still send some more rock bombs back. No reason not to. You know? I'm pretty sure I'm not full on them. Right? Yeah, I'm not full on rock bombs. I'll be above 70 after this, but I'm not full on. That's what matters. Oops. I pressed the wrong button to exit out of the menu. I feel like there's got to be better areas for the things I'm trying to get right now. But here we are. Anyway. Okay. I'd like to formally disagree with that hitbox, but whatever, game. Make my trip down here. Any ghosts down here? Ghost over here? No? No? Okay. Well. What about a ghost down here? To accompany the crying brownie? No? Well, okay. Okay, there we go. These ones are actually hammerheads, but that's beside the point. We continue our merry way. Get some more of these. Okay, so everything oh, I didn't realize I was full. I think I can't get this ghost now. I think yeah. The pixie took away one of its health, so it could not be gotten by me. Truly unfortunate. Okay, so funny thing that I don't think people really think about is this is just a overall cultural thing. So I read a lot of like people complaining types of content online, which you can argue is bad content, and I wouldn't disagree with you, but here we are anyway. Like, good or bad, I definitely read a fair amount of it. Like, whether it's good or bad or not doesn't change that I read a lot of it, right? And something I've noticed, and thinking back, I've seen it a lot in society, is this idea that the small person, usually a woman, but not always, has no way to hurt the big, strong person, usually a man, but not always. And that's not based in actual fact at all. Like, don't get me wrong. A person who can casually punch at a boxer level can absolutely hurt you more easily. But the idea that someone who really wanted to hurt you couldn't with very small amounts of force is laughable. It's laughable, and it's amazing how widespread something that is entirely wrong is in society. And what I mean by that is, like, whoops, that's not what that rock bomb was supposed to go. Supposed to go on there. There we go. Like, all it takes to basically remove a person from life is something slightly sharp and about 5 pounds of force. So anyone who can lift 5 pounds, they can do it. Because if someone's really coming after you, all they have to do is go for the jugular. And you're done. That's it. Game over. You know, like you're not coming back from that one without immediate expert medical attention like you were already in the hospital. Kind of levels. And like that's the only thing that can really save you at that point. And people will be out here acting like small, like being weak physically prevents you from hurting people. And I'm like, what? No, it doesn't. A lack of murderous intention is what prevents you from murdering people. It's not lack of ability. Humans are very good at murdering. Like, we are the top predator on the planet. We make every other predator look not dangerous by a comparison. Like, and people be forgetting that a less deadly than usual human is still like very deadly. Like fundamentally the most out of shape, weak person who is not actively disabled in the world can kill anyone else in the world. All that's preventing them is a lack of intention. You know, like what protects you from getting murdered is not lack of ability by anyone, it's lack of intention. You know, and I feel like it's misconceptions like that that cause, you know, murderers and things like that to be so hard to solve, because people go, this person is so small, there's no way they could be the one murdering. Like, it doesn't even have to be a good weapon, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't take all that much force for even a butter knife to be sufficient, you know? And like, that's a pretty low damage weapon as weapons go, you know? Like, any casual steak knife is enough. And people be out here like, there's no way someone who can barely lift 5 pounds could take me out. Yeah, they could. Give them a knife. Give them a knife and you're done. That's all will be wrote in your obituary. You're done. And it's wild to me that people don't believe that they could. I get not believing they would. That makes sense to me. Like, if you feel like you know someone and you don't think that they would have that kind of murderous intention, then that makes sense to me. Like, you don't believe that they would have that kind of murderous intention. You know? You can be wrong, but like, I understand the misconception, you know? Like, I get it. I get why you would be wrong in that way. But if you're out here like, oh, they couldn't, they physically can't, like, nah, you don't know what you're talking about. Humans are very good at murder, and honestly, humans are pretty fragile. Like, humans avoided murder historically by wearing armor. There's good reason for that. At a basic level, we are not super durable, you know? Someone hits their head wrong and it's over. You know, like, we're just not very durable as a species. I think a lot of people forget that. Too busy stuck in their I'm so strong fantasy that they forget that, nah, you're still human and humans are squishy. We are the squishy damage dealer class. That's what humans are. Don't forget. Look, it needed to be said. Society is forgotten. But yeah, it's just wild how often I see that sentiment by, like, just people saying it as if it's, like, true. It's wild. Because it's like, it's not. What? People are not durable. It does not take much force to remove you. I don't care how weak you think someone is, they're capable of it. Like, unless they have an actual, like, muscle atrophy disorder or something like that, then they may not be. But even then, they still might be. You never know. Yeah, it's just wild how people are like, this person's too small, it could never hurt me. Like, no, you're wrong. Sorry, but you're wrong. I'm gonna go see if there's somewhere else better to get hammerheads at. This is very slow. Like, I'm definitely getting them, but it's slower than I would like. Do 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 Then again, I don't know why I'm surprised that humans are overconfident in something. Humans are in fact overconfident in many things. Wait, is this actually the only place to get them? Oh. I see. Well then. I guess I'll deal with it. This is in fact the only place hammerhoods exist, so I guess I'll deal with it being slower than I would like. Yeah, that's how humans are. They're like, most people are very like confident that they could defend themselves or win a battle, and that is, generally speaking, not true. That's why if you ever look into self-defense, like, if someone doesn't say option 1 is always run away, I'm not sure I trust them to actually teach you useful things about self-defense, because that is always option 1. You only try to fight back if you cannot get away, because if someone is coming at you with murderous intent, it does not take much, you know? Like, option 1 should always be get away from your assailant, and then option 2 is prevent them from attacking you if you cannot get away. Okay, convenient. Do 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 do. So I need another 50 hammerhoods from here. And any chests that and like any mimics that I get or ghosts that I get are just a nice little extra thing. There we go. By the way, how many more of those can I hold? A lot. Okay, don't need to worry about maxing out on those. Got it. I will 1000% max out on Hammerhoods first. Okay, the Mimic got thrown on. Throw the Rock Bomb on. Get this Hammerhood. There we go. I'm glad you said examples of what not to say. I was pretty sure you were joking, but I'm glad you clarified it yourself. Like, but yeah, step 1 of self-defense is always run. My favorite simplified version of step 2 that, you know, should be gone into more detail on in an actual self-defense course is if you can't run, you hit hard and fast. There are no rules, there is no respect, there is only survival. Rules and respect in a fight belong in a ring. You know? If someone's insisting on fighting you out of a ring and they haven't specified and made it clear that this is some kind of friendly, you know, we're gonna hit each other to see to make friends kind of deal. Like if it's not a friendly encounter of some kind, whether it's in an actual ring or something else like that, if this is effectively not a sparring match, no holds barred. There is no respect, there is no kindness, there is only survival. That's on a related note, that's one of the things that they really don't ever acknowledge in spy movies or hero movies or anything like that, is that if you like knock someone out by punching them, some of those people aren't waking up. And it's not like 1 in 1,000 either. It's not a small number. Like, I don't think it's as high as 10%, but it's more than 1%. You know what I mean? Like, and that's something that superhero stuff deliberately doesn't address. Same with spy stuff. And for the same reason, because if you admit that that's the case, you can't ever really have not lethal heroes that really incapacitate their foes unless you give them some superpower or tech solution specifically to facilitate that. You know? Because like there's nothing that humans currently have access to that will reliably knock someone out that doesn't have a chance of them simply not getting up afterward. Got a goodie bag, which is nice. Get out of here, goodie bag. I knew no goodie bags could spawn in this room, so you know, that was pretty nice that I just happened to get one. I mean, I think whether a death penalty makes sense as something that heroes can give depends a lot on how containable their villains are. You know what I mean? And what the consequences are for them getting out. Like, if someone's out here like, I will cause the apocalypse if I get out, and like, they're not even trying to be not a criminal, I don't know, maybe we don't give them the chance. That's the pragmatist in me. You know, like maybe they don't get the chance to kill everyone. Like I think in an ideal world you would be able to build some kind of prison system to save them. you know, to actually keep them imprisoned in a way that lets you that lets the world not be in danger from it. But like, I think fundamentally the reason a lot of heroes are non-lethal in their encounters, or at least are attempting to be, is because the way a lot of superhero stories work is not reality. You know what I mean? They're not supposed to be real figures. They're ideals. So they have idyllic stories, and they deal with when ideals clash with reality sometimes, but not all the time. You know? But also, like, part of the reason I disagree with the death penalty, IRL, is because I don't trust the justice system to get it right the first time. You know? If I believed that our justice system got it right every time, or at least almost every time, like, if I thought that was a small fraction of people that may be falsely incarcerated, you know, I would be much more fond of the idea of a death penalty option in extreme cases. I still think it shouldn't be like, you know, like, not your average murderer should get the death penalty. I think it should be like, you know, if someone is refusing to have the kind of monitoring put on them that we can put on people now to make sure that such a thing won't happen again, you know? But like, if you're this brownie or Hammerhood survived, actually. I thought it was going to die. Darn it. Uh-huh. Probably pretty close to maxed out on rock bombs at this point. Yeah, I'm a pretty big proponent of reform the prison system instead of having things like the death penalty, just because I think we can make better solutions, and also because ridiculous people on death row eventually have their cases overturned, and I'm not comfortable with that percentage. It's not even close to being like the level at which I'd be like, maybe the death penalty is okay. We're not even in the vicinity. Like, the justice system makes far too many mistakes. That being said, I do think like if someone like the Joker ever existed in real life, there's really only two potential options that are at all okay. You know, either the death penalty needs to exist for explicitly people that are that far gone, or you need a prison that Joker actually can't get out of. In short, Arkham Asylum not cutting it. And I do think that at some point Batman is morally culpable for the Joker's victims. You know? But I wouldn't mind the death penalty as a if you break out of prison too many times kind of deal. That sounds painful. I recommend not hurting your ankles. Like, I find that improves my quality of life greatly by simply never hurting my joints. Yeah, I know, I was surprised too, like, but I started doing it and it really works. Like, it really improves your quality of life in ways that you would have never expected. Oop. That too. Oops. Press the wrong button. There we go. Okay, we're now full on rock bombs, so we don't need to send any more of those back. I'm just incidentally becoming full on some items just because they're there and I grab them. You know? Because it's convenient to grab them. Whee! That's so sad. And again, I find a lot of recipes don't work the first time you try them. Mostly because a lot of recipes leave out things. And I don't think the people making the recipes do it on purpose. But I definitely think it happens. You know what I mean? Because cooking's much more art than science. Although, if it was a baking thing, that is generally more chemistry than art. Yeah, it's like people don't mean to leave things out, but a lot of times, you know, if you've made a recipe a lot, you don't even really think about what all you do. Like, I'm pretty sure that if I gave, like, every time I've written my curry recipe down, I have to actually go through in my head what I do when making it, or I forget things. Like, I have to explicitly imagine that I'm doing it. Like, actually doing it, or I will forget pieces of it. And it's like, it's not that I don't know the recipe, the problem is that I do. I do that recipe without even thinking about it. I don't know why I'm still getting more rock bombs. Don't need those. Okay. I don't mean remember the recipe. I mean, like, how do I put this? Remembering the recipe, when people say remember the recipe, they generally mean remember it as a list of steps. If I just do the remember it as a list of steps thing, I leave steps out. That I just do when I actually make it. Yeah, so I have to actually go through in my head and go like, what am I, gotta make sure that I'm not leaving things out. You know, and like some things are super easy to make. Like, I have some really good air fried pork chops that are very simple. You just slather them in oil and a seasoning mix of paprika, chili powder, and mustard and mustard seed. Or not mustard seed, ground mustard. Talking hard. And that's all you do, right? It's not hard. It's not a very hard recipe. Then you just air fry it for an amount of time that's completely dependent on how big your pork chops are. And they come out really well. And that recipe, I will never forget steps in when giving someone a written recipe, even without trying, just because it's a very simple recipe. Like, oh my gosh, please. You pieces of crap, come over here. I'm gonna kill all of you. Yeah, because I had a feeling that that one had lost too much health and wasn't gonna survive. I'm annoyed. I'm made of annoyance. Whatever. I think one thing that a lot of people miss about cooking when they just want recipes is that the most important thing when it comes to cooking is learning how to do basic things. You know what I mean? Like, if you learn how to do certain things, recipes become so much easier to learn. Like, learn how to make the main kinds of sauces, like one of each of the main kinds of sauces for different types of cuisine, and then you'll be fine forever, probably. You will simply never have to worry again about a new recipe being hard, because it'll be similar to one of the things you already learned. I think the best way to think about learning about cooking, and I say this as someone who's in jazz bands, this makes sense to me. Also, that was not a simple recipe, just so you know. It's not a particularly hard one, but I wouldn't call it simple. I killed some cats. Anyway, they deserved it though, so it's fine. Nah, it just feels simple to you. So that's the thing. That's why sharing ways to cook is so hard. Things that feel simple to you are not simple to other people. Yeah, but see, how much seasoning? What's an adequate amount of water? How much chicken are you putting in here? Okay, so you say how much water in the first one. Chicken 1 to 2. I would give that in weight because I found that, especially recently, it feels like chicken breast weight has been varying a lot more recently when I do shopping. Oh, 1 to 2 thighs. Did you specify thigh meat and I missed it, or? I see. But yeah, there's definitely like a lot of cooking is just, you need to actually try making different things and learn how to make different baseline things. You know what I mean? Because if you know and understand a lot of how baseline things are made, excuse me, cooking in general becomes very easy. So one of the pixies have the chest, or did actually not spawn? Okay, one of the pixies did something with it. There we go. Do, do, do. You'd be like, no adjustments for amount of water except seasonings. But how much seasoning goes in? How much do I season it? Not a lot. That's not helpful. But I get having a difficult time saying how much seasoning goes in anything. Because if you ask me how much seasoning I put in anything I regularly cook, I'd be like, I don't know, I shake it in until it looks right. Like I don't know how much seasoning I put in anything. It is an amount that exists, you know? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Head on back to town because we'll get the rest of the chests in a different area. We got all the the hammerheads, and that's what we were actually here for. I want to call them brownies, but that's the second form of them, not the first one. In this game, we only see the first one. They said our hammerhead's the second form. I don't know. Hammerheads are the ones we get in this game, at least. I would love to update my adventure log. Heck yeah. Overwrite that previous log. Overwrite the heck out of it. Where do I want to go next? Do I want to go do the fire guys next and get some imps? Or do I want to go do this next? I'll go here next. I should stretch. That's true. Oh, I've stretched. Stretching has been done. One compliment? But why? Anyway, our first goal here is imps. We need pretty much everything here though, so I don't think my motivational speeches come out very passive aggressive. Like, one or two of them do, sure. But a lot of the times I think you just read aggression in it. They only come out passive aggressive when I have something to be passive aggressive about in the recent past. I'm pretty sure it's very true. Okay, there's not really a lot of Chimera Wings over here. Okay, we continue up this way. Get that one. Go over here. Whee! Oh, oops. Nobody saw that one. We're just walking away. Nobody saw that. In fact, it didn't happen. That's how thoroughly nobody saw it. It didn't even happen. I don't know what you're laughing about. You know, since nothing happened. Darn, I was hopeful. What? How did that hit the rock bomb and not... Whatever. That's so sad. Let's not talk about that one. There we go. Send that in back. Boop. Back down here. Another one of these. Collect this imp. Is there not another turtle around? There's not. Well. Collect that imp. Will I stream making my own music? No. Also, I'm curious what you mean by online sort of thing. Well, that Chimera Wing got sent back. Oh well. It's fine. Amazing chest ahead. The classic meme. Anyway, now that we've done that, let's see if we can find somewhere that's better for collecting the stuff we want. And there's lots of free apps for music making. Yeah, they're usually pretty complicated. Because they have lots of features for lots of different kinds of music. Yeah, a lot of artistic softwares will do this thing where they're like, you can have like 2 versions ago what we were offering professionals. Hello? Well, we're just gonna leave that glitched little buddy alone. It's gonna help him get out, but I apparently cannot, so we're just gonna leave. I would be hesitant about what the rules technically are for that, because that sounds sketchy. You know, company's always going to be trying to make a profit, and if you're not paying, you are the product. Oh, well, it just jumped on itself. I stand by that general sentiment. If you're not paying for the product, you are the product. It is unfortunately right a lot of the time. Okay, I wish that particular sentiment were wrong more, but alas, we do not live in such a kind world. I do not look forward to getting all the ghosts. Really not looking forward to it, but I'm gonna have to do it. You know? There's another imp gun. Just need 5 more imps. You go on and get out of here, buddy. I don't need mimics anymore though, so that's nice. Because I have 100. That's all I needed. All I need of each enemy is 100, and I'm at 100 mimics. Ooh, there's a ghost here. Silly imp blew up in my face. How rude. Boop. 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 Okay, looks like there's no more here, so we're going to go over this way. Go up here with all of our Chimera wings and collect some more turtles. and counting how many Chimera Wings I was carrying. Go ahead and take these back. There we go. Why must I know? You mean, how did I figure it out? Because I feel like it was pretty obvious. Or do you mean, why must I know in a why am I asking kind of way? Okay, there we go. Got all the imps. Now we're here for Wordles and living statues. While we try and see if we can figure out a better place to get Wordles, we're going to head in the direction that all the living statues are. Is this fun to me? The grinding part? No. The satisfaction of having done it? Yes. So kind of. I'm going with kind of. Is it this one? Yeah. There we go. Now back this way. Whee! Wait, no. It's only living statues in the area, huh? So there's one over here, right? Yeah, there is. And if I go out this way and I roll down the hill... Hey, please let me turn around. There we go. There we go. Boop. There's another Wordle. There's nothing down that way I want. I can't take this up. So I've got to use it somewhere here. Get the girder, I suppose. Might as well do that. I would never try to steal a staircase. That'd be silly. Okay, can't go back that way without rolling. Darn it. I didn't have enough momentum. Yeah. There's not a steep enough incline in the value of that staircase for it to be worth stealing for me, so... There we go. Do any of these chests have anything interesting in them? Well, a single boomerang. It's something. The fact that boomerangs don't come back when you throw them is quite disappointing. boomerang did not in fact stay on my head long enough. I go past that jerk to get this, to do that. We continue to capture these statues. We're getting there, honestly, on enemies. Like, we are truly getting there. Send that Slime Knight back. And go back over this way. Ignore the imp. Yeah, there's nothing else in here I care about. There's one of those in here apparently, but I don't care. Whoops. I didn't slash soon enough. But still got caught in the web. Okay, now we head out here to get some Wordles. Catch that one. Go over here. There we go. Go over here. Boop. Is that it? We good? We good? That all of them? That's all of them. Okay. Let's go up here. Get this iron girder, because there's nothing else up here we can get. And then, unfortunately, we can't carry Chimera Wings back the other way, so we'll just have to deal. Okay. There is not a Chimera Wing at the opening of this area. That's good to know. I'll remember that. I'll remember to leave a Chimera Wing at the top then. Okay. Onward we go to glory. The glory of a win well earned, I guess? I don't know. Glory is something, that's for sure. What do you mean I never told you what's on the docket today? It's a Tuesday. What's on the docket is Tuesday things. Also, this Slime Knight's not actually helping me. Slime Knight, go away. Go on you. This isn't creepy music. This is just casual music. I don't know what more you want from me. It's a Tuesday. What's on the docket is Tuesday things. Did some helping of the mother figure earlier. Now we get golden statues in this. And then when I finish when I finish streaming, I raid tonight. And then that's about it. I don't have any other plans for today. It do just be a Tuesday, you know? Oop. We're up to 27 of these statues, which, considering that we were at 0, well, not quite 0, we were like 6 a few minutes ago. It's not terrible. It's definitely not like as fast as it could be going, but I wouldn't call it slow. Get the Slime Knight. Ding dong indeed. Ding dong, the rich are dead. I mean, what? Is that not how that goes? I thought that's how that went. I could be wrong though. Which is what's the sad face for? Okay. Tired. Understandable. What? I'd like to formally complain about how that targeted that somehow. I'd like to formally complain about that hitbox. Whatever. It's fine. I still got all the Wordles I can get from this area, so it's whatever. Back up we go. Whoops, I did that too soon. Oopsie. Fair and balanced. Wow. Should be more careful about where I leave the Chimera Wing up here, because that was almost a not gettable Chimera Wing. This was too close to the exit of the area. Anyways, we're up to 34 of the statues. We're getting there. I will say, some enemies are definitely more fun to get 100 of than others. Like, I think these enemies are kind of fun to get 100 of, but not like super fun. And then I think the least fun is absolutely goodie bags. It's not close. I will say my main issue with this is this game's kind of short for 100 to be what you're going for. You know, if this game was longer and they were like 100, I'd be way more happy with it. But there's a lot of enemies that you only ever see once, and then you have to collect 100 of the enemies from their very limited spawns in one area. And that's not very interesting. You know? I went through the whole game without ever seeing a goodie bag until I started grinding them. I think a much better number for this would have been like 50 or something. I would have felt better about 50. Leave that up here. Down we go. Because 50 feels much more like an amount that you could get on some enemies if you were just catching them whenever you saw them. Like, I 100%ed the rest of the game without hitting 100 on platypuses, and I grabbed them every single time I saw them. I did not kill any for goodie bags. And I still did not max out on them before I finished the game. And I treated every enemy like that. And I still didn't max out on a single one. I don't know why I grabbed that Chimera Wing. I wasn't going to be able to bring it with me. That's not the way this works. Like, it's definitely like, I like the aspect of being rewarded for collecting enemies. But man, sometimes people just be out here punishing the completionists. And like, I get it. I get not liking them. I don't like myself either sometimes, but like, don't gotta be mean. There we go. This just doesn't have anything in it other than yeah. I thought it was a healing chest. There we go. We're getting there on these two enemy types. We're getting there. Progress is being made towards collecting all of them. I feel like a lot of times completionist things are added on without asking, is this a fun completionist thing? I'm like, I get it, I understand. Because if you're not someone who likes being a completionist, your answer to that question might be, are any completionist things fun? To which I respond, yes. Some of them are, in fact, a lot of fun. Like, I think in general, the concept of catching enemies is fun. I do wish that you could still get drops from enemies when capturing them, but like, I get why that's not the case. I just am salty about it. There we go. Like, I get generally why that's the case. I just want to have my cake and eat it too, darn it. My party, I should be able to eat my cake. Easy game, easy life. Almost halfway there on these statues. Like, for example, an example of enemies that I think would do better if this was a bigger game are these living statues. Capturing 100 of them is interesting because you have to use Chimera Wings. But like, I could, if someone said this was tedious, I would not fault them. Because they only appear in like 4 screens in the game. And so that's your only options for capturing them at, right? Is like right here. That's it. They simply do not appear anywhere else. You know? There's just not any. Like, this is it. This is your choices. You can go here to capture them. I think the main ones that are guilty of that are these and the fire things. I think if an enemy is everywhere in an area, I think it's okay for it to only spawn in one area. Like, I didn't mind so much that the Restless Armors, Golems, and Killing Machines only spawned in one area, but that's because there were a lot of enemies in each of those areas. Only one of them I really minded was the Golems. But they were near a bunch of other enemies that I needed, so I still didn't mind them as much, because I just did them while doing those other enemies, right? I'm not sure how I'll feel about collecting 100 ghosts. I'll decide after I get to the point where that's all I have left to do. is collect ghosts. Because I'm really hoping that I'll read online that there's actually a spot that's pretty easy to do it at. I don't think that'll be the case, but I'm hoping still, against all hope, that it will somehow, in fact, be the case. There we go. Boop. There we go. Back this way. Do that. Continue on our merry way. We're at 55 of these things. There's 56. We're getting there. But yeah, I think you know what, we're just gonna pretend that we got that Slime Knight, you know? Like we're just gonna pretend that Chimera Wing hit that Slime Knight, and we're just gonna move on with our lives. You know? We're just gonna pretend that happened. And we're all going to refuse to acknowledge that it didn't happen. And it's gonna be a great time. One thing I think would have also helped this game is just let things respawn immediately. I kind of get why they wanted things to have an actual respawn time, but I think they were wrong. I'm pretty sure I get what their reasoning was. I just disagree. Because the main reasoning I could see for not having immediate respawns is wanting it to take longer to get maxed out on things, to create this kind of false scarcity, so that way items from chests and things like that take longer to respawn. And I disagree. I just hard disagree. If you want something to be harder to get 100 of, make it alchemy only or only from tank battles. Just don't put it in a chest. I think that anything that's on the field should respawn immediately as soon as I leave the area. Because you might say, but then you can get 100 of things really easily. Yeah, I know. That's the point. Because it's not very because like running around and exploring things is interesting. Waiting around for that one Devil's Tail to respawn, not interesting, not fun. And I get why they want to make sure that you keep running around. I get what they're trying to do with that, because the goal is to make it so that way you don't just sit on that one spawn and get 100 of something because it's close to an exit screen. To which I say, I'm gonna do that anyway. The respawn times are not prohibitive of that behavior. You've only made the ideal behavior to farm things less fun. You did not make it not the ideal behavior. In short, you didn't do enough. If they wanted to prevent that entirely, what they should have done was make it so that way every time you come through, like, enemies only spawn once for every time you're here. If they wanted that to not be ideal behavior. I think that makes farming up to 100 super obnoxious, so I wouldn't recommend that. Because it makes farming certain things like goodie bags and golems like super obnoxious. Although I suppose you could have separate rules for the ones you're worried about being too obnoxious. Regardless of what exactly you do, I think I see what they were going for, and I just think that the route they took to get there doesn't actually accomplish that. Now, maybe I'm wrong about what they were trying to accomplish, but that definitely feels like all my gamer senses are tingling, saying that's what they were trying to do. That's what they were trying to prevent. They were trying to make it not ideal behavior to just farm a small set of screens. To make the ideal behavior be exploring the whole level. But they didn't do that. They did not succeed. You know, if that's what they were attempting to do, they absolutely failed. And they just ended up making the ideal behavior more annoying. Rather than actually doing it. Also nice. It's one of those things where I'm like, if you notice that your design as it stands right now is going to cause problems like that, you have to be very careful when you attempt to fix it, that you actually remove it as ideal behavior instead of just making it still better than the other options, but much more annoying to do. Because I see that a lot in games. There's this kind of like spawn where things respawn after you have left the area for a while and they don't respawn immediately. That's very, very common, right? Like that's all over the place in gaming, you know? That is a very common reaction to that particular problem of, well, players will just pick whatever spawn is closest to a door and do that to farm. One, who cares? I'm very much a fan of let people farm as much as they want. Because people will challenge themselves to do your game with less farming, especially if your game is a game with levels, if they like your game. They will challenge themselves. There's all kinds of challenge runs of pretty much every popular JRPG or doing it without any form of grinding. Like pretty much every popular JRPG has people doing it without grinding or trying to avoid grinding or some variation thereof. Like if people like your game, they'll do that. You don't need to prevent that behavior. If people like your game, there will be large amounts of people who will naturally avoid that behavior because they find it unfun. And then there are people who find grinding fun, like me. And while I will sometimes do challenges that require a lack of grinding or not grind for challenges, I do fundamentally like grinding. And so it really annoys me when games make grinding more annoying artificially. Because I'm like, that's part of my enjoyment out of these kinds of games, and now you're removing it. Like, what are you doing? This game's, like, not a huge offender for it, but, like, Dragon Quest games as a whole absolutely are a, one of the JRPGs that will sometimes have things in place to make grinding extra obnoxious. Or they'll do things like make their EXP curves ridiculous. That way if you're not like fighting either an obscene number of battles or metal slime farming, you just will stop leveling at some point. On the one hand, I get where they're coming from, but on the other, if what you want is to keep my stats within a certain ballpark, you probably don't want a JRPG. Like, that's probably not the kind of game you're trying to make. And I respect that, wanting to make other kinds of games. Makes sense, man. You know, like, there's a lot of kinds of games that are hard to make in a JRPG format, right? Like, that's why they have spin-off games like this one that aren't JRPG format, that work fundamentally differently to make different systems more interesting, you know? Easy game, easy life. Boop. We're getting there. We're almost done with the statues. We don't need very many word turtles anymore either. Like, we'll probably finish the statues around the time that we hit 85 or so word turtles, which is pretty good. I'm pretty happy with those numbers. Shouldn't take us too long to finish off the word turtles after that. Then we just have the fire guys, goodie bags, and ghosts. So we'll go do the fire guys next, because I'm really putting off doing ghosts and goodie bags. I really am just putting them off to last, because they're gonna suck. Doing goodie bags will probably just be a stream on its own. Like, that'll just be a stream all on its own. And hopefully it'll only be one. I'm not confident it will be, and I'm not sure how fast ghosts will be, but they might take a bit too. If I can't find a good spot where I can get a bunch of them each night, then oh boy. Oh boy. And there will be lots of me running around wanting to see them. Do 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 do. Okay, we're at 89 statues. Time to go get my word turtles. There we go. There's one. There's two. There's three. Also, how am I doing on girders? I'm up to 83 girders. Just making sure I wasn't maxed out on them, because if I was, then this would be wasting time. But I'm not, so... You know, I'm not maxed out on them. I don't think I'll ever care to max out items, because that just seems unfun to me. That's too grind. Too grind intensive. I like my grinds of middling intensity, you know? Like, even a couple of these are too grindy for me. I just heavily subscribe to sunk cost fallacy, so... I mean, what? There we go. Send another Slime Knight home. How many of those do I have, actually? It's gotta be getting a little ridiculous at this point, right? Yeah, 38. Not as ridiculous as I thought, but still pretty up there. For something that you can only get in, like, a few areas. Anyway, that brings us up to 94 statues. One more circuit and we'll have all the statues we can get. Then we will just need to go around and catch some word turtles. I don't know why I walked down that. That was unnecessary, to say the least. Boop. There's 95. Here's 96. If you're wondering why I did that, it'll make sense on the way back. Boop. Word turtle 75. Heck yeah. Okay, and I was wrong. for the record. I only got up to 70. I didn't even make it up to 80 Wartortles. I was off by a lot, actually, on how many Wartortles it would be. I don't want this, but for different reasons. Anyway, the reason I decided to not do that the way I had been is because boop, 1, and then I'll go over here and there'll be 2, 3, 4. That's why. Whee! Brings us up to a nice round number of 40 of those. Okay, there we go. Embrace the marble indeed. Okay, let's go get some more Wordles, and let's see if we can get some ghosts at the same time. Do, 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 do. Okay. This time for sure. I did not mean to leave the... Okay, well, that sucks. It's fine. It's fine. We are fine. Send you back. There's a ghost over here. Grab it real quick. We're not even gonna be a fifth of the way there on ghosts by the time we're 100% done collecting everything else, but we're doing our best. There we go. See you later, little imps. Got him. Got him. Got him. Got him. Now we go up here. That's all of them? Yeah, okay. Now we go back down here and to the right to get a ghost. A ghosty goo. And a goodie bag, I suppose. Bye-bye, goodie bag. See you later. Thanks for getting caught. I appreciate it. There's another 2. And we go up here with at least 2 Chimera Wings. So that way if both of these enemies do in fact respawn, we can get both of them. There's 1. There's 2. Up to 87 Wordles. We're getting there. Did I make it in time for the ghost to still spawn? I did not. A little bit too slow. Oh well. Got a Chimera Wing. Got another Chimera Wing. Down here. There's 88. Now we're going to go over this way. Get all the Wordles in here. Do this. There we go. Could be 2 more Wordles here somewhere. There we go. Now we take our 1 Chimera Wing back this way. We duck down here with our stack of Chimera Wings. Whee! There's one over here. Then go over this way. Here we go. That brings us up to 94, which isn't quite there yet, but we are getting there. I can feel it. Taste it. Be it. Taste the rainbow or something. I don't know. There's another one. I'm gonna say, if the other one of these hasn't respawned yet, I will be very surprised. It's been a hot minute. Okay, we're at 96 Wordles out of the 100 that we need. There we go. That brings us up to 98. And hopefully ducking over here. Checking for the goodie bag. You know, just to be sure. And going back over this way. Gave 2 Wordles on this screen a chance to respawn. Ooh. There's 1. There's 2. Awesome. The Wordle Club has been completed. Okay. Now we're gonna look up where to get ghosts real quick. So that way I know where. Okay, I need to look up this information. Dragon Quest, Heroes, Rocket, Slime, Ghost. Not finding any answers I like. Some troll out there said Flying Colossus and they don't even spawn there. That's just rude. Okay, I do believe we're just gonna have to suck it up. Yeah. Crap. That sucks. Anyway, no, don't return to town, because this is actually the best place to find ghosts. Yep, it's here. Apparently. And you wanna know where the best place is to find ghosts, apparently? That one spot. That spot where one of them appears. Over here. This spot where a single ghost appears is is considered one of the better places to find ghosts in the game. This sucks. We're at 21 ghosts. Oh gosh. At least we only have 3 enemies to max out now, right? I think that's all we have is ghosts, goodie bags, and fire. I'm changing our stream title to just 3 golden statues left. And then a crying face. Because just 3 golden statues left is very deceptive. Also, let me open up achievements. We have to actually recruit them. But yeah. We're pretty much there. We are pretty much done. But yeah, just 3 golden statues left. That's all. Uh-huh. That's not too bad. Let's see if this is close enough to nighttime. It is not. Bummer. Okay, night has fallen. Okay, now does that respawn immediately? It does not, because of course it doesn't, right? Would have been very surprised if it did. Okay, now we're going to go on a little journey to acquire these. Because what else are we gonna do at this time? You know what, we'll even pop in one screen further out. And then darn it. Okay. I have another plan. A perfect plan, in fact. Watch this. Watch this. Beauty of a plan in action. I'm gonna take advantage of the fact that I know where another ghost spawns. I'm gonna run down to it, capture it, and then run back. And by the time I get back, the first ghost will have respawned. Then I can run back and the second ghost will have respawned. Yeah, you see what I'm gonna do? Yeah, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. It's gonna work. I believe. It's gonna take me a while to catch all of these. But an attempt is in fact being made. And I will also get some goodie bags while doing this, so that's pretty cool. I'll be surprised if I get more than like a few, but it is kind of nice that that's even an option. You know, like getting an extra 10 goodie bags is not even probably, but like getting an extra 5 goodie bags will cut down the amount of time I have to spend on goodie bags later by a pretty nice amount. So like anything that does that is a good thing. But yeah, so every night we just spend the whole night doing this, and then you know what, we'll spend the day checking for goodie bags. That's what we'll do. Yeah, so that way we can like fully double up our time here, so that way we're not wasting the time during the day just waiting for it to switch back to night. Because that is going to be a not insignificant period of this. Like where it's almost morning. Like I've got maybe one more round trip before like I can finish this round trip before ghosts stop spawning probably. I probably won't make it back again. And this gets me like 6 to 8 ghosts a night, which is not as many as I would like, but it's actually not that bad compared to what I was worried about, which was getting like none. You know, I was worried about getting like only like 1 or 2 ghosts a night, so like this is a pretty considerable improvement over that. You know? Like compared to the amount I was worried about getting, this is a downright lot of them. Okay, we just try for goodie bags, because what else are we gonna do, right? But you know, goodie bags do be being pretty rare. Me internally going, does the goodie bag really spawn where I can see it? Like, I'm pretty sure the answer to that is yes. But I definitely feel less confident about that than I would like to. The scene transition's kind of funny. Okay, yeah, it definitely appears where I can see it. Got him. So yeah, this is in fact a pretty decent way to collect me some goodie bags while I wait for it to be ghost time again. Like, you know, I don't have much else to do anyway. I'll even go a little bit further out just to make sure. Yeah, the way the screen flashes other things on there is kind of funny. And now we just wait for either night to fall or for goodie bags to be obtainable. That's where we're at. That's all there is that's left to do. This will absolutely, we're not gonna finish today. This will be tomorrow's stream too. Oh, I feel dumb. I did a dumb. Life is pain. I swear they are messing with the odds there. So that way if you accidentally do that, it's more likely to reappear soon. There's no way they're not. Also, I have to say, I actually like this spot better for goodie bags because I can use Chimera Wings on them. And I am getting the goodie bags at almost the same speed. Now we're in real daytime, as it were. Midday, even. Yeah, I definitely feel like there's some manipulation going on so that if you accidentally leave, it'll show up again sooner. Because I've noticed that every time I've accidentally done that, it's reappeared within like 2 go-arounds. Now, I'm not going to do too much testing of that in case I have just been getting lucky. But I have noticed that it's been pretty consistent. Anyway, yeah, I get like a couple of goodie bags during the day while I wait. Yeah, I definitely like doing the goodie bags overall here better because hitting them with a Chimera Wing is so much easier than hitting them with me. Like I still wouldn't call it easy. I'm definitely having to aim carefully, and I would not be surprised if I missed. But compared to trying to hit it with an Elasto shot, like it's so much easier. Like hitting them with an Elastoblast is so much harder. Okay, I believe that I will finish this eventually. It's definitely not going to be today, not because of like this going to take me really all that long. Has more to do with the fact that I stream, not that I stream, my stream time is comparatively limited today. Because I didn't start my stream super early, and I do still have raid tonight. And that's at 5:30. So, yeah. I will be doing that today. Yeah, we're up to 17 goodie bags. Like, I actually do really like this as a way to obtain goodie bags. I will absolutely be doing it here. This is so much nicer. Okay, come on, goodie bag. Respawn. But yeah, we're more than 1/5 of the way done with ghosts. Almost 1/5 of the way done with goodie bags. And other than them, we just have the fire guys left. And the fire guys are a normal enemy, so they will not take anywhere near as long. I'll probably start with the fire guys tomorrow, just so that way I can get them out of the way. But they are normal enemies, which means they won't take an absurd amount of time. They'll just take a normal amount of time. You know what I mean? I don't know at what point ghosts actually start spawning. I know they've definitely started spawning by the time it becomes proper nighttime, but I don't know if they start spawning before that at all. And that is why we do that. But yeah, that brings us up to 18 goodie bags. Like, honestly, this will still like take a couple hours, but it's honest, this is a lot better time than I was thinking. Actually, I was scared that this was gonna take like a really long time, and it's not looking like it will. it's looking like the amount of time it takes will be much more ordinary. Yeah. I don't have much else to say on the topic. Okay, we're at nighttime now, which means that ghosts are back. Okay, so we go back to get ghosts mode. The mode in which we obtain ghosts. We got him. That brings us up to 30 ghosts. An amount of ghosts that is more than we had before. And that's all that really matters. It's more than we had, but not yet 100. Which means that we just keep on doing this. Yeah. There's 31 ghosts. Now we once again make the trip across. Yeah, making this trip gets us 2 ghosts each time. I'm glad I realized I could do goodie bags while doing this, because doing this without that sounds horrendous. Sounds not fun. You know? Sounds not fun. Okay. Let's go over here. Get you. Brings us up to 33 ghosts. Heck yeah. How did the game know I wanted a 33rd ghost? Is it because I was deliberately farming it? No, that couldn't be. I will say, while I really like grinding as a thing that I do in games, I will fully admit that I don't think it makes for as good of content. I think the moment when, like, a streamer finishes something that was grindy makes for decent content, but, like, the actual grinding itself I don't think does. And I'm not sure what to do about that. Because I like playing grindy games, and I don't want to stop playing things that I like, you know what I mean? So I don't really have any thoughts on what I personally, as a streamer, am going to do about that. It's just something I feel in my bones. And part of that's just that, like, I should get better at talking about, or about making random conversation about things that, so that way what I'm doing doesn't matter as much. Look at how cute the ghosts are when they spin. I'll show it off on the other ghosts too. It's easier to see on that one. Like when I catch it in the air, they do a little spin as they go flying away, and I think it's very cute. I will say I'm actually getting the things pretty quickly. Like, to the point that I'm like, I don't know that I want to keep streaming for today. But look at it, it spins, it's so cute. Whee! And what I mean by that is, like, I'm a little worried that, I'm gonna get to the point where it's only gonna take me, like, 2 hours tomorrow. But on the other hand, I might, you know, I can just have something else ready to stream tomorrow, you know? Like, I'll just be ready. I don't know why I came all the way out here. There's no way this ghost is still gonna be here. Yeah. I just did it on autopilot, you know? Like, I was just walking. I just kept walking, and I realized, wait a second, what am I doing? There's no reason to be doing this. I sure won't be getting a ghost. They will be long gone. But yeah, like, see, like that cycle took 10 minutes and got me like 6 goodie bags and more than 10 ghosts. Or slightly less than 10 ghosts, like 6 goodie bags and 8 ghosts. And that cycle only took like a little more than 10 minutes, which like means that I'm definitely not finishing today, but means that I probably won't take me all that long to finish tomorrow. And like mileage will vary for sure. But it is something I see that and I go, that's something I should be thinking about. So I'll make sure that I have something else lined up to stream tomorrow, since I will probably finish this like an hour or 2 into my stream time, unless it takes a lot longer than I think it will. But for now, we continue our goodie bag and ghost farming. I love how cute this game looks. Like, I've said it before, I'll say it again. The people who animated this game put a lot of love into it, and it shows. It's very cutesy. It's wonderful to look at. It's just, like, Dragon Quest games are never not fun to look at. They're always fun to look at. And they have been for quite a long time. But this one in particular, I've always... Like, maybe that's the nostalgia speaking, but I've always loved the art for this one in particular. There's another one. Got him. There's goodie bag number 21. We'll just keep collecting goodie bags while we wait for it to be ghost bustin' time again. But yeah, I will say I do absolutely love I always love this kind of art style that's very doesn't take itself seriously, tries to look more on the cutesy side. It's why one of my favorite Zelda games aesthetically has always been Legend of Zelda Minish Cap. Because it's very much in this kind of art. It's why this and Minish Cap are like, they're some of my favorite games aesthetically. There was this Game Boy Advance to DS era that I just loved the art for. And you could say that's because I grew up playing those games, and you're not wrong. But I stand by that their art is beautiful and a lot of fun. Like, I stand by the conclusion, even if I recognize that I probably reached it in an unfair manner. Like, I get that I didn't get there fairly. I stand by the conclusion, though. Like, I absolutely stand by the conclusion. Have you ever had one of those moments where you find out that one of your old friends streams and you're like, I didn't even know you did that? Yeah, I had that moment recently. Yeah, I was like, I didn't even know you did streaming. I haven't talked to this friend in a long time, but you know. It's super interesting to be like, oh, I see. Cool. That's cool information. I like it's one of those awkward things where I'm like, oh, it's cool that we share that in common. But like, we're definitely not close enough for me to go talk to you about it. You know? Like, we haven't spoken in years, so it's going to stay as a cool I noticed you from over here kind of deal. But yeah, this is a good way to slowly get goodie bags. We getting there. I think once I have the 30 goodie bags and ghosts, I might stop doing this to go and I might stop doing this, that way I can go and talking hard sometimes. So that way I can go and get the fire guys done explicitly, so that way I can get all of the actual talking to people achievements out of the way. You know, have recruited everyone, talk to all of them once I have at least the bronze statue. So that way I can have them all recruited and then move on with my life. And then just do the gold statues tomorrow for these two. Because I'm pretty sure getting gold statue of the fire guys won't take very long. Got him. Get out of here, goodie bag. We're a quarter of the way there on goodie bags, which is honestly really good. We're pretty happy about that. At least I am. I'm pretty happy about it. I don't know about y'all, but I'm pretty happy about having 25 goodie bags. Like, this is absolutely as fast or faster than the backwoods, and it comes with ghosts. So, you know, this is the better spot. Mostly because of the comes with ghosts thing. You know, without that, it's an easier spot for sure, but it's not, like, better. But the... Gosh darn it. Get out of here, annoyance. I just wanted to refill on these, that's all. Okay. Down we go to the other ghost. Catch the other ghosty goo. Whee! I think it's so cute that as they fall down, they spin and hold onto their hat. There's so many enemies in Dragon Quest games that do so many cute things. And then there's the lips enemies, and I try to forget they exist, and I usually fail. But you know, every game series has one. An enemy that's just not fun to look at or remember exists. And then no matter how hard you try, you can never truly forget exists. They've all got one. All of them. Okay, there we go. Hey ho, hi ho, let's go. We continue on our merry way. Do 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 do. Oh, come on. Okay, there we go. There's Ghost 42. Let's go obtain ghost number 43. Oh. Okay, can we please? Thank you. Let's not talk about that one. In fact, let's pretend that that never happened. We're just gonna hardcore pretend that one never happened, you know? Like, that interaction, it didn't happen. Nothing of the sort happened. In fact, I am not even playing this game right now. This is all in your imagination. That's how hard that didn't happen. Like, Me playing this game didn't even happen. I don't know what you're talking about. Is it? Yeah, there's not enough time. So we go back to getting goodie bags instead. Nope. That's so sad. There it is. Got him. That brings us up to 26 goodie bags for the day. Okay. Now we try again. Now we wait for the day of a brand new memory or something. I don't know what I'm singing right now, but I sure am singing, apparently. Just decided to. Rain went, wouldn't it be fun if, and I went, sure. You know, you ever had one of those moments? Darn it. Maybe I've just gotten lucky before every time I missed it. Okay, I did get it. Well, I did obtain it eventually. That's what matters. But yeah, it's not gonna take me that long to max out on goodie bags. I'm getting like one every 2 minutes or so, every 2 to 3 minutes at this rate, which is slow, don't get me wrong, but that's only like takes a couple hours slow, not takes 10, you know? Yeah, I'm getting one like every 2 minutes on average, and that's with me taking the extra time to do the ghosts. If I was just doing this, it would take less time. So I think what it is there's a certain amount of time that needs to pass before it can respawn, like anything else. So I've got to wait for that time, and then once it can respawn, then it goes back to just being a low spawn chance. Which I think is what was causing the phenomenon where I thought the game was cheating in the background. I mean, I was kind of right. Got him. Not very neat, but I got him. You know? Wahoo! But yeah, I'll definitely have something else lined up for tomorrow. In addition to doing this. And actually, I won't go talk to the things today, because I kind of want to get a bunch of achievements tomorrow on the last day, you know? I do, however, have to go pretty soon. So once I get 30 goodie bags, I'll probably call it for today. And then I will go or get back to this on the morrow. What? I'd like to express some disagreement with some things about how that worked, but whatever. I got goodie bag number 30, that's all that matters. There we go. I got a few of some monsters. You know, just a few. Handful, even. And a bastard sword, just because I could, you know? Yeah, I got 19 goodie bags in like 40 minutes. That's... yeah. So that's gonna take another couple hours still, but it's not gonna be like... bad. Would love to update my adventure log. Yup. Overwrite. Okay. Thanks for watching for today's comparatively short stream. See y'all tomorrow.